Hanukkah 2025. Meaning, traditions, and why the Festival of Lights still matters. If you've ever wondered why a holiday that lasts 8 nights, centers around a simple candle, and remembers an ancient story, continues to hold so much meaning today, you're not alone. Hanukkah is often seen through the lens of modern traditions like gift-giving, family dinners, and festive decorations. But beneath those familiar customs lies a story of resilience, identity, and survival that feels especially relevant in 2025. Hanukkah, known as the Festival of Lights, is not just a celebration of the past. It is a reminder that even in moments when cultures feel threatened, traditions can endure, adapt, and grow stronger. As Hanukkah 2025 arrives, millions of people around the world will once again light candles, retell an ancient story, and reflect on what it means to preserve identity in an ever-changing world. Today on InfoTrend, we're exploring Hanukkah 2025 in depth, its origins, its traditions, how it has evolved over time, and why its message continues to resonate far beyond religious boundaries. Whether you celebrate Hanukkah every year or are learning about it for the first time, this is a story that speaks to universal human experiences. The origins of Hanukkah trace back more than 2,000 years to the land of Judea, during a period when the region was ruled by the Seleucid Empire. At the time, Greek culture and religious practices were being imposed on Jewish communities. Traditional forms of worship were restricted, sacred texts were forbidden, and the Jewish temple in Jerusalem was desecrated. This was not merely a political conflict. It was a struggle over identity, belief, and the right to practice one's culture freely. A small group of Jewish rebels, later known as the Maccabees, resisted these forced changes. Against overwhelming odds, they succeeded in reclaiming Jerusalem and restoring their religious practices. When the temple was reclaimed, there was reportedly only enough consecrated oil to keep the temple's menorah lit for a single day. According to tradition, that oil lasted for 8 days, long enough for new oil to be prepared. This event became the spiritual heart of Hanukkah, and the reason the holiday is celebrated over 8 nights. The lighting of the menorah is the most recognizable Hanukkah ritual. Each night, an additional candle is lit using the shamash, or helper candle. As the nights progress, the light grows brighter. This gradual increase in light carries a powerful symbolic message. Light does not diminish when it is shared. Instead, it multiplies. In 2025, that symbolism feels especially timely. Across cultures and communities, people are navigating questions about identity, belonging, and continuity. Hanukkah's message reminds us that preserving tradition does not require isolation. It requires intention, memory, and participation. Hanukkah is unique among Jewish holidays in that it is not directly commanded in the Torah. Its survival is not rooted in obligation, but in collective memory. Generation after generation chose to remember the story, retell it, and pass it on. That choice is a large part of why Hanukkah continues to be celebrated today. Over time, Hanukkah traditions expanded beyond candlelighting. Foods fried in oil became central to the holiday, serving as edible reminders of the miracle. Latkes, or potato pancakes, are especially common in many households, while sufganiyot, jelly-filled donuts, are popular in others. These foods connect modern kitchens to ancient history through shared experience. Games and storytelling also play an important role. The dreidel, a spinning top marked with Hebrew letters, is often used to teach children about the holiday's story in an engaging way. Each letter represents a phrase meaning a great miracle happened there, reinforcing the central theme of Hanukkah. Gift-giving has become a more prominent part of Hanukkah celebrations in recent generations, particularly in Western countries. Historically, gifts were modest or symbolic, but modern practices often reflect cultural adaptation. In 2025, many families are choosing gifts that emphasize meaning rather than quantity, such as books, educational items, or charitable donations. This shift reflects a broader trend toward intentional celebration. Rather than focusing solely on material exchange, many people are using Hanukkah as a time to reflect on values like gratitude, generosity, and resilience. These values align closely with the holiday's deeper message. Public Hanukkah celebrations have also become more visible over the years. Large menorah lightings in public spaces, community centers, and university campuses are now common in many cities. These events often bring together people from diverse backgrounds, creating opportunities for learning and connection. In 2025, public Hanukkah celebrations continue to serve as reminders that cultural traditions can be shared openly and respectfully. They help normalize religious diversity and foster understanding across communities. For many, seeing a menorah displayed publicly is both a source of pride and a symbol of inclusion. Education is central to Hanukkah's endurance. Parents, teachers, and community leaders use the holiday as an opportunity to teach history, ethics, and cultural awareness. Hanukkah lessons often emphasize standing up for one's beliefs, while respecting others, a message that resonates widely. The digital age has also transformed how Hanukkah is observed. Virtual candle lightings, online educational resources, and social media posts allow people to participate regardless of location. Families separated by distance can still celebrate together, blending ancient rituals with modern technology. Hanukkah 2025 exists at the intersection of tradition and innovation. While the core rituals remain unchanged, the ways people engage with them continue to evolve. This adaptability is one of the reasons the holiday has survived for centuries. The story of Hanukkah is sometimes misunderstood as a purely military victory. In modern interpretations, however, the emphasis is often placed on the spiritual miracle and the preservation of identity rather than conquest. This shift reflects contemporary values and a desire to focus on unity rather than conflict. In a world shaped by globalization, cultural traditions can sometimes feel fragile. Hanukkah offers a counter-narrative. It shows that traditions can adapt without losing their essence, and that cultural survival is often rooted in everyday practices rather than grand gestures. Children play a vital role in Hanukkah celebrations. Songs, games, and storytelling help embed the holiday's meaning at an early age. These experiences create memories that last well beyond childhood, ensuring continuity across generations. Food remains one of the most accessible ways people connect to Hanukkah. Preparing traditional dishes becomes a shared ritual that brings families together. In recent years, creative reinterpretations of classic Hanukkah foods have emerged, reflecting a balance between honoring tradition and embracing creativity. Hanukkah 2025 also highlights increased interfaith awareness. Many people who do not celebrate Hanukkah take time to learn about it, attend public events, or celebrate alongside friends and neighbors. This openness helps build understanding and reduce misconceptions. Acts of charity are another important aspect of modern Hanukkah observance. Giving tzedakah, or charitable donations, aligns closely with Jewish values and reinforces the idea that light is something meant to be shared. Many families choose to dedicate one night of Hanukkah to acts of giving. The menorah itself has become a powerful symbol beyond the holiday. It represents resilience, memory, and continuity. Each candle may be small, but together, they create a light that cannot be ignored. The timing of Hanukkah during the winter months adds emotional depth to its symbolism. As days grow shorter and nights longer, the act of lighting candles takes on added meaning. It becomes a reminder that light can exist even in the darkest seasons. For many people, Hanukkah 2025 will be a time of reconnection with family, tradition, and identity. For others, it may serve as an introduction to a holiday that has shaped Jewish history for generations. Understanding Hanukkah means recognizing that it is both ancient and modern. It is rooted in history, but continually reinterpreted by each generation. That ongoing reinterpretation keeps the holiday alive and relevant. In an era marked by rapid change and uncertainty, Hanukkah's message feels especially powerful. It reminds us that resilience is often quiet, that light grows gradually, and that traditions survive when people choose to carry them forward. As the candles are lit night after night, Hanukkah invites reflection. What traditions do we protect? What values do we pass on? And how do we contribute light to the world around us? The story of Hanukkah does not end with the final candle. Its lessons continue long after the holiday concludes, influencing how people think about identity, perseverance, and hope. As Hanukkah 2025 unfolds, it serves as a reminder that even small acts, lighting a candle, sharing a story, giving generously, can have lasting impact. Light does not need to be overwhelming to be meaningful. It only needs to exist. If this deep dive into Hanukkah 2025 helped you better understand the holiday's meaning and relevance, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to InfoTrend for more cultural explainers and trend-focused stories that shape our world. And in our next video, we'll explore another ancient tradition whose meaning is evolving in surprising ways in the modern era, a story that challenges how we think about history, culture, and identity.